You don't need to spend hours at the gym or run marathons to strengthen your heart after 50. In fact, some of the most effective exercises for heart health are simple, low impact, and can be done in your own home. Today, I'm sharing 5 scientifically proven exercises that strengthen your heart, lower blood pressure, and reduce your risk of heart disease without putting stress on your joints. Let's get started. Welcome to Wellness After 50, where we share evidence-based health information for adults over 50. Here's why this matters. After 50, your heart undergoes natural changes. The walls of your heart chambers thicken slightly, your heart rate slows, and your blood vessels become less flexible. Research published in the journal Circulation found that cardiovascular fitness declines by about 10% per decade after age 50 if you're not actively exercising. But here's the good news. Regular exercise can not only slow this decline, it can actually reverse it. A study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that adults over 50 who engaged in regular aerobic exercise improved their heart function to levels comparable to people 20 years younger. The key is choosing the right exercises, ones that strengthen your heart without putting excessive stress on aging joints. These 5 exercises do exactly that. The first exercise is brisk walking. It's simple, accessible, and one of the most effective exercises for heart health. Brisk walking means walking at a pace where you can still talk, but you're breathing harder than normal. For most people, that's about 3 to 4 miles per hour. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that walking briskly for just 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, reduced the risk of heart disease by 19%. Another study in the journal Circulation showed that brisk walking lowered blood pressure by an average of 5 to 8 points in adults over 50. Here's why it works. Walking increases your heart rate, improves circulation, and strengthens the heart muscle, all without the joint impact of running or jogging. The key is consistency. Aim for 30 minutes most days of the week. You can break it into 3 10-minute walks if that's easier. Use a pace where you feel your heart working, but you're not out of breath. If you're just starting, begin with 10 to 15 minutes at a comfortable pace, then gradually increase your time and speed over several weeks. The second exercise is swimming or water aerobics. This is one of the best full-body, low-impact exercises for heart health. Water supports your body weight, reducing stress on your joints while providing resistance that strengthens your muscles and heart. Swimming engages your arms, legs, and core, making your heart work harder to pump blood throughout your body. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology found that adults over 50 who swam regularly had a 41% lower risk of death from heart disease compared to those who didn't exercise. Another study showed that swimming 3 times per week for 12 weeks lowered resting heart rate and blood pressure significantly. Here's what to do. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes of continuous swimming or water aerobics, 3 to 4 times per week. You don't need to swim laps at high speed. Even a moderate pace is highly effective. If you're not a strong swimmer, water aerobics classes are an excellent alternative. They provide the same cardiovascular benefits in a supportive, social environment. The key is to keep moving continuously. Whether you're doing laps, treading water, or following a water aerobics routine, the goal is to keep your heart rate elevated for the entire session. The third exercise is cycling, whether on a stationary bike or outdoors. Cycling is a low-impact aerobic exercise that strengthens your heart and improves circulation. Research published in the journal Circulation found that adults over 50 who cycled regularly had a 15% lower risk of heart disease and improved cardiovascular fitness. Another study showed that cycling for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, lowered LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, by 10% and raised HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol, by 8%. Here's why cycling is so effective. It increases your heart rate, improves blood flow, and strengthens the muscles in your legs, which helps your heart pump blood more efficiently. If you're using a stationary bike, Start with 15 to 20 minutes at a moderate pace. Gradually increase to 30 to 40 minutes as your fitness improves. Adjust the resistance so you feel your muscles working, but you're not straining. If you're cycling outdoors, choose flat or gently rolling terrain to start. Avoid steep hills until your fitness improves. The key is to maintain a steady pace where you're breathing harder than normal, but you can still carry on a conversation. This is called the talk test, and it's a good indicator that you're in the right heart rate zone. The fourth exercise is strength training with light weights or resistance bands. While it's not traditionally thought of as a heart exercise, strength training plays a crucial role in cardiovascular health. Research published in the journal Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise found that adults over 50 who did strength training twice a week reduced their risk of heart disease by 23%. Another study showed that strength training improved blood pressure, reduced arterial stiffness, and lowered resting heart rate. Here's why it works. Strength training builds muscle, which helps your body use oxygen more efficiently. This reduces the workload on your heart. It also improves insulin sensitivity, which helps regulate blood sugar, a key factor in heart health. You don't need heavy weights. Light dumbbells, 3 to 10 pounds, resistance bands, or even body weight exercises like squats and push-ups are highly effective. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week, focusing on major muscle groups: legs, chest, back, shoulders, and arms. Do 8 to 12 repetitions of each exercise and complete 2 to 3 sets. The key is proper form. Move slowly and with control. Avoid holding your breath. Exhale during the exertion phase, when you're lifting or pushing, and inhale during the relaxation phase. If you're new to strength training, consider working with a trainer for a few sessions to learn proper technique. The fifth exercise is yoga or Tai Chi. These mind-body exercises combine gentle movement, deep breathing, and relaxation, all of which benefit heart health. Research published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that adults over 50 who practiced yoga or Tai Chi 3 times per week lowered their blood pressure by an average of 7 points, reduced their resting heart rate, and improved their arterial flexibility. Here's why it works. Yoga and Tai Chi reduce stress, which lowers cortisol levels. High cortisol contributes to high blood pressure and inflammation. These practices also improve circulation, balance, and flexibility, important for overall health after 50. You don't need to be flexible or have prior experience. Many yoga and Tai Chi classes are designed specifically for older adults and focus on gentle, accessible movements. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes 3 times per week. You can follow along with online videos, join a local class, or use apps designed for seniors. The key is to focus on your breathing. Deep, slow breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which lowers your heart rate and blood pressure. This is why yoga and Tai Chi are so effective for heart health. They address both the physical and mental aspects of cardiovascular wellness. So how do you incorporate these 5 exercises into your week? Here's a simple weekly plan. Monday, 30 minutes brisk walking. Tuesday, 20 minutes strength training. Wednesday, 30 minutes swimming or cycling. Thursday, 20 minutes yoga or Tai Chi. Friday, 30 minutes brisk walking. Saturday, 30 minutes swimming or cycling. Sunday, rest or gentle stretching. This plan gives you a mix of aerobic exercise, strength training, and flexibility work, all essential for heart health. Remember, you don't have to do everything perfectly. Start where you are. If 30 minutes feels like too much, start with 10 or 15 minutes and gradually build up. The most important thing is consistency. Research shows that even small amounts of regular exercise provide significant heart health benefits. The key is to move your body most days of the week. Let's recap the 5 simple exercises that strengthen your heart after 50. Number 1. Brisk walking. 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Number 2. Swimming or water aerobics. 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. Number 3. Cycling. 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Number 4. Strength training. 2 to 3 times per week. And number 5. Yoga or Tai Chi. 20 to 30 minutes, 3 times per week. These exercises are simple, low impact, and scientifically proven to strengthen your heart, lower blood pressure, and reduce your risk of heart disease. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Wellness After 50 for more evidence-based health information. And let me know in the comments, which of these exercises are you most excited to try? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.